I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH. For a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. Okay, you're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
I'm Shawai Mustafa.
As usual, every week we go watch a local film and we review it. And look, the cinemas are open. Oh,
this is a cinema in case you forgot.
This is a cinema in case you forgot. And
this is Athena Azli.
Yeah, and I'm bringing my tears to my eyes right now because we get to go to the cinema and actually go to a cinema. Yeah. So, what are we watching?
We're watching Raya and the Last Dragon.
It's a Disney film, but
because it was written
it's local,
by Malaysian.
By Adele Lim, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, we watched Raya the Last Dragon.
Okay.
Raya the Last Dragon. Or
Raya and the Last
Puff
Dragon.
The magic dragon lives by the sea, frolic in the autumn mist in a land called Hanali. Remember Puff the Magic Dragon, the song? You know it was about drugs, right? But it became a childhood song of mine in kindergarten. Yeah. Puff the magic. Okay, anyway.
Dah.
Okay, yeah.
Puas dah?
Yeah, puas.
Okay, very good.
Puff the magic
tak puas lagi.
dragon lives by the sea.
The tree is poking into my head, so let's do this fast. Okay.
Frolic in the autumn mist. Okay. Anyway, go there a bit. Okay, there. That's nice.
It's
No,
okay.
not too much. Okay. Okay.
We watched Raya and the Last Dragon.
We watched Raya and the Last Dragon.
It is the first trip back to the cinema since I don't even remember when. Yeah.
It's good.
It was really good.
No, I mean going out to the cinema.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the movie?
No, I was talking about going out to the cinema.
Yeah, it was so good to go out. We went with the kids, you know. Unfortunately, Achilles couldn't go because he had the sniffles.
Yes.
But we enjoyed it. The kids enjoyed it. The going out, and then we had dinner after that. We went to Johnny's for Steamboat,
Which we also enjoyed.
which we enjoyed. You know, oh, it was
Yeah.
good. It was good. It was good. Yeah. So yeah. But I like. Let's talk a little bit about the SOPs in the cinemas right now.
Okay.
We know MBO is all totally closed down already.
Yeah, which is really
more.
sad because MBO is like my favorite cinema.
Huh.
So I'm really quite
So
torn up about
right now
that.
we've got TGV and GSE lah.
Yeah.
Right? Which is okay, I guess. It's only thing
I
like
suppose.
TGV got no salted popcorn, so you know. But the SOP is okay. You know, you can sit together if you're from the same house.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, right? But in pairs lah.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
What's it about?
yes, so Raya and the Last Dragon is about a girl named Raya who lives in a place called Heart.
Jantung.
Jantung. Hati.
No,
Hati is liver.
Liver.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, she lives in a place called Heart, and her land has been divided because some shit has happened.
No, this is a Disney movie, right?
Okay, so it's a Disney movie lah. So
And-
basically, you've got a girl.
People are going to ask, you know, why are we reviewing a Disney movie? It's not local.
But isn't it though?
'Cause-
Because it is written
By Adele Lim.
a local Malaysian,
A Malaysian,
Adele Lim.
yeah, Adele
Who
Lim.
also wrote Crazy Rich Asians, which we also reviewed.
Yes.
Yes, but that had like more of Malaysians in it lah. But anyway, so yeah, Adele Lim wrote this Raya and the Last Dragon, and it is being touted out there as the Southeast Asian Disney film. And all the Southeast Asians across Southeast Asia are wetting themselves because we are finally being represented on Disney. So obviously, as a Southeast Asian, I had to go and see it lah, right? And also because it was like a Disney film and my kids hadn't been to the cinema, so it's like, yeah, obviously, let's go. Anyway, so yeah, so the film...
Here I stand in the light of day.
Wrong movie.
Wrong
That one
movie.
doesn't represent us. We don't sing that song. Okay, anyway.
That one represents Scandinavia.
Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, so basically, as Disney movies go, it's about a girl.
And
now- In today's Disney industry.
Oh, I just
Oh my
can't
God.
wait to be king. No, it's Disney. We all love Disney movies. Come on. We love the music. We love the songs. But do we love Raya?
We haven't even gone through the first part of this review. And we've got like a meeting in a while, and I've got shit to do. Why is this so hard?
But we haven't been reviewing a lot of films also in the
Because
past few
there are
weeks.
no films!
Well, they have been
I'm
like on
very
Astro
sad.
First Line and all that. But we want to actually tell people that we've been busy.
We have been busy.
We've been shooting lah.
Yeah,
We've had.
yeah.
Yeah, we were
Been
shooting
so
our
busy.
feature documentary.
Yeah.
We were doing a trilogy this year, right? A trilogy. First already finished shooting. Now the second one in
Southeast
Kelantan.
Asian trilogy.
Yeah, it's a trilogy. You know, it's like the Lord of the Rings
yeah.
trilogy, but we've got this Fat Bidin trilogy documentary, which we will announce soon lah when it comes out.
Okay, anyway,
Okay?
so yeah, back to this Raya. So as Disney movies now go, it's always about a girl who's trying to save her family and then somehow like finds herself or learns something.
I was gonna sing another song called "About a Girl" by Nirvana, but never mind.
That's not a Disney song. Anyway, so this is more or less kind of the same thing, but it's a little bit interesting because of the folklore that they put into it. So the entire nation used to be called kombucha.
No! Kumbadistra.
No, it's
Kamudra.
Kumandra.
Kumandra.
The entire nation used to be called Kumandra, and then now, and it used to be fertilized, harnessed, blessed by dragons. So dragons bring the rain that eventually bring the stuff to it. And give me a minute. And
Wait a few minutes.
yeah. But then in the end, some bad things like purple things come, and they like start turning people into stone. And then in order to fight them, all the dragons had to like combine their dragony powers. And the one dragon made like a stone that sort of managed to get rid of all the bad things. But the dragons never came back, and then all the people were fighting over the stone. Is it a stone? Gem. Emerald,
Like,
energy ball.
Gem and the
Anyway,
holograms.
yeah
Gem
lah,
is
whatever
my
you wanna
name.
call it
No one
lah.
else is the
But you
same.
get it lah, there's a
Gem is my
thing.
name.
There's a thing that everybody was fighting over, and then
There's a song for
eventually the
everything.
land started splitting up. So 500 years later, the Raya, whose father is keeping the gem ball, dragon ball, whatever,
Dragon Ball Z.
is trying to get everybody back together lah. So he calls for like a diplomatic dinner, but then shit happens, more shit happens, and then Raya has to like kind of save the day. Yeah. So already from the way that I'm telling you the story, you can pretty much tell that I actually quite like the film because I don't want to tell you what happens and I want you to go watch it. Yeah. So okay, I think we can go into what we thought about it
Okay.
without giving out spoilers if possible.
So at the end, everybody dies.
What did you like about the film?
The story is really nice.
Yes.
I like the story. I like how Disney has evolved into telling natural stories about female heroes or
The
heroines.
Malaysian written story was very nice.
Yeah, there was. Okay, before we go to all that, right? I like the story. I like the characters. I like the story. I like the characters.
You like
it
the
was
story,
really nice.
the
It made me
characters?
cry. There were many parts of the film that made me cry.
Did you also like the characters and the story?
Yeah, I did. The characters also made me cry, and then the story also some parts made me cry. You know, and it was nice. I mean, it's a Disney movie. What do you expect, right? Like Only thing is there were no memorable songs.
Yeah.
But this is
It's
one,
not a singing,
it's not a singing
type,
song, you know.
Not a singing,
So I
type.
don't know how to react, you know, when you watch a Disney movie that doesn't have any singing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, here I stand.
There's a lot of crying.
You know, so there's a lot of crying. So I actually enjoyed it. I think the girls, Tina and Alithia, enjoyed it too. Right?
I don't know. It seemed like it.
Did you enjoy it? Alithia, really? She was like...
Alicia's hugest comment was that there were not enough dragons.
Yeah.
So her favorite part is when suddenly got a lot of dragons. Yeah. But then she said the dragons got no wings and they don't fly, but
they're like
do another thing.
So the
she's
dragons,
like not into that.
You know, Disney said that they wanted to make the dragons more realistic towards how the dragons are seen in Asia, right?
Ha.
Instead of like the Game of Thrones kind of dragon,
So they
right?
made them
So they made them like ulat bulu like that.
Okay.
But okay lah. I mean, that's it's nothing. It's okay. You know.
Not a criticism at
Yeah.
all.
But here's the thing. I went in hoping to be represented, because that's what, you know, the woke generation wants to be. They want to be represented, right? So I wanted to be represented. But then I went in and I felt like it was a mishmash of Southeast Asian culture.
Yeah.
And then,
It's a fictional play.
sure, fictional, but it was like a jigsaw puzzle, right? This is what I feel lah. Other stories, right, like Arendelle, right, or whatever lah. Other Disney movies where they look at different societies and then they create a fictional world, right? It's totally fine, but I felt like in this particular movie, what was it called again? Raya, right? They took a little bit of everything and then they made a jigsaw puzzle that did not necessarily fit for me, because I am from Southeast Asia and I see this. Now if they create something totally fictional based on Southeast Asian culture, okay, but this one was like, okay, you've got this one part, it's so obviously Cambodian, and then you've got another part so obviously Indonesian and Malaysian with the wayang kulit and the satay, you know, and then you've got this broth. It's a broth
That looks very
that
like
looks
tom yum.
tom yum, you know, with all the sampah tom yum inside, you know, and they put it all together to be this one culture. And I think that was a little bit, in a way, generalization also.
Oh no, actually I really like that.
I
really
do not.
like the fact that they said they were representing Southeast Asia and they didn't represent one particular part of Southeast Asia, you see. Because I always feel like Southeast Asia is an entire place, right? But it never really gets represented as such, you know? It always gets represented as maybe just Thailand or maybe just Singapore or maybe just Bali, you know, but never as a whole. So I really like the fact that they meshed all the cultures together. That really worked for me because I like that, number one, it's supposed to be a fictional place anyway, but it's a fictional place that's based on Southeast Asia and has all these elements of Southeast Asia. So that made me really happy.
I didn't like it at all. It was, to me, it was similar to how people just generalize Africa as one. You're from Africa? Oh, okay. Doesn't matter if you're from Nigeria or Kenya or Mozambique or Madagascar. You're just African.
But it didn't feel like that to me because it wasn't a generalization for me. Because I understand your point, but I'm trying to tell you that because they put in all the little elements, ma. You don't like the meshing lah. I get it.
If they wanted to have a fictional story, right, then okay, create a fictional one that is based on the culture. Okay, but have clothes that is kind of similar but not exactly. It was, they were taking accurate representation and putting it together. So to me, that didn't work. You cannot take a Cambodian culture and a Malaysian culture. Okay, see, it's one. You know, we cancel together. Because it's not together. Cambodian culture is totally separate from. It has never been together. You know what I mean?
But in
that's
this
for me,
fictional place, it manages to coexist together.
But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't coexist together. You've got this one person from Hart, for example.
Anything is possible
right?
if you just believe.
And that's what we've always had problems with Disney, right? Because you know what I mean? Yeah. So you can't have these people in one village with so many different accurate cultures together. You know? To me, I didn't like that part lah.
Okay lah.
You know? But I'm okay, fine. You're okay. So two different opinions here. Let's know what you think. Whose side are you on? Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But okay. So what else did you like about the film?
The story.
Okay. So what
And the
I
character. Overall,
Yeah.
overall, it's a good movie. Yeah. Go on.
Okay, so what I liked about it was the fact that in a time of like COVID-19, right, the movie really talks about the idea of trust. So it really addresses the basic idea of how nothing happens when you don't trust each other. But yet at the same time, people have reasons not to trust each other because of whatever lah. And it really illustrates that. And I think that's something that's really good to teach children.
Yeah, that's great.
Betrayal
Yeah. Agreed.
and trust.
Yeah.
And it's good that they also show that, you know, there's a betrayal and then but you can still learn to forgive and you can still learn to trust again. That people are not inherently bad.
So very good moral lesson.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
very good moral lesson, and it was just really the core of the film, where there's no real antagonist and there's no real protagonist either.
Correct. No bad guy. Yeah.
True to the new Disney, there is no love interest either. Or was there? Or was there?
Yeah, because
I mean,
I wanted to
come
say,
on, guys.
Between the two female characters, it reminded me
yes,
of.
I am so here for that.
It reminded me of Cara Danvers and Alex Danvers. I know they
anyway.
are siblings, but yeah, it was like
For whatever it is,
lesbian seagulls, man.
I am here for
Yeah.
this. If that is what is happening, I am so down.
But why don't they just say it out? Lesbianism.
Oh my god.
Disney is
It
now
was
going
so
towards homosexuality.
Well, I
You
don't
know?
know. The characters are only like 16 years old, so maybe they haven't found themselves yet.
Yeah.
Just wait lah.
Or Disney could just be still scared at this stage in the world, you know, in
Potentially, who
society.
knows?
They want to
Anyway,
be outright about lesbianism.
It's not very
we cannot
Southeast
lah.
Asian, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah, tak boleh,
I
you
don't
know. Because there are
But
many
there are,
countries in
because,
Southeast
you know,
Asia, homosexuality is still a crime according to law. So
But obviously, there are no Southeast Asian homosexuals, right? Of course. No, not at all. Anyway, so that was really good. I think it was really good to teach children that it's not as black and white as, oh, you do something bad, you're bad. Or you do something good,
Yeah.
you're good. Or and it really, I thought it was very mature in the way that it teaches kids doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. You know what I mean? And this was not just like in the so-called antagonist, but also in like Raya herself, right? Like she doesn't necessarily make all the good choices, and that's okay, you know.
And it boils down
Because,
to context,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
eventually you learn, and that was the main thing. You learn, and you also have to learn to trust people.
Yeah.
And in a world where we're all about social distancing, where have you been? Don't touch me. And there's a lot of mistrust lah. It's I think an important value for kids to learn.
If there's anything, this is what anti-heroism in film is supposed to be. You know, yeah, nobody's perfect. No
Yeah.
hero is like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
No hero is like Luke Skywalker. You know,
Yeah. So it was very nice. I think the characters were finally like actually true to their age, but not in the worst way. Like for example, Ariel and Cinderella were just kind of dumb. But these
I
characters,
thought you wanted to say they were roles for pedophiles to wank off to.
wow. But while these characters are also like dumb, they're like learning lah. They're not actually dumb. They're
They're
just
not, they're
young.
not.
They're
Yeah.
young. You know, they're young
Progressing.
and they're progressing. So at least there's progression. Whereas like Ariel had no progression.
And I think this shows young girls or young kids
Yeah.
in general just
How to progress.
Yeah, and to
how
identify and relate to growing up.
I think it
Yeah.
was a really good film for my children to watch, my girls especially. And it's they're going in the right direction lah if they're trying to get on the feminist
Yeah,
train.
good.
Yeah. So it was a good film. We liked
Yes.
it. It was very feelsy and it was kind of like Mulan but better, which is saying a lot.
I want to congratulate Del Lim.
Yes.
I know,
And her
you
team,
know,
obviously.
She really is Malaysian.
Yeah.
Went to Sri Aman. But yeah, the best people come from Sri Aman.
Wow.
And you know me, I don't believe in all this like school spirit and all that. Except when we go against MCKK, then that one okay. But no, actually, yeah, she's doing a good job. Yeah, you know. There was another thing that I wanted to mention, but I totally forgot already. What was it?
Don't know. Femi.
No, oh yeah. Like how when Disney did Moana, they really concentrated on one culture and they did it accurately. That was good.
Polynesian culture.
You know, so maybe I was expecting something like that lah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. But it's a good
that's
movie.
still a contention. So let us know. Watch the film. It's in the cinemas now. It's quite safe to go. So watch the film. And let us know. Do you feel like it's okay to be blending all of Southeast Asian culture to make a fictional Kumandra.
See,
I'm so sorry.
It's not even
Kumandra.
kombucha, you know.
Kombucha.
Yeah,
Kombucha.
it's okay. I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
so
okay
there's
to
that.
create a fictional world,
And then-
but let it be 100%
Yeah,
fictional.
or do you feel
Yeah.
like Zan where it needs to be true to just like one culture?
Yeah.
So like it needs to be Thai or Balinese or Malaysian or Cambodian, whatever.
Can I add a little bit also, because it seems like they were trying to bank on the whole new market, which is the Southeast Asian market, and they generalized the Southeast Asian market to the most common denominator of the whole market.
Oh, but
You
did
know?
you also know that this film was actually released on Disney Plus, and it wasn't supposed to have like a theatrical release.
Huh.
So like if that is really true, Disney Plus is not available in Southeast Asia. So
It is.
how are they?
It
like-
is. Idham Omar is the
Oh yes,
CEO.
sir. Oh okay.
Yeah.
Okay
So
then.
Disney Plus. So that even proves to even more that they were just targeting that one market.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Just like how Hollywood movies now will have one Chinese character to appeal to the Chinese market. You know?
And the Chinese person is usually Korean.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Which is like Sandra Oh is one of the voices in. And she's Korean, you know. But it doesn't matter. To me, that all doesn't really matter lah. The story is still good lah. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So go watch this film.
Go watch this film. Definitely go watch this film. And then let us know what you think. Blend the cultures? Don't blend the cultures? Did you hate it?
Like it.
Did you like it?
Or are you still scared to go out?
Maybe go get Disney Plus since apparently it's available.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Let us know what you think. Right? Like this video. Don't like, up to you. Share it. Follow us on all our social media platforms at FatBidin, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything. You're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shah Ibsan.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.